Heartbreaking yet hopeful. Jelly Roll's wife Bunnie XO opens up about their emotional IVF struggles in a podcast that might just change how you view family planning. Hey there, readers. If you've ever felt the roller coaster of emotions that comes with trying to start a family, you're not alone. And today's story about country music star Jelly Roll and his wife Bunnie XO might hit home harder than you think. We're diving into their candid chat on Bunnie's Dumb Blonde podcast, where she shared updates on their IVF in vitro fertilization journey, a process that involves fertilizing eggs outside the body before implanting them in the uterus. For those new to this, think of IVF as a modern medical marvel that helps couples overcome infertility challenges, often after years of trying naturally. But here's where it gets real. Bunnie's revelation isn't just about their personal highs and lows. It's a raw look at resilience, faith, and the tough choices families face. And this is the part most people miss: how celebrities sharing these stories can inspire us all to talk more openly about fertility. On Sunday's episode, Bunnie was joined by the legendary TV personality Maury Povich, who opened up about his own parenting path with his wife, journalist Connie Chung. Maury recounted how they struggled to conceive naturally for years, back in the day over 3 decades ago, before opting for adoption. "We dealt with the exact same hurdles as you and Jelly Roll," he told Bunnie empathetically. He shared how Connie had to step away from her job at CBS News, turning their private struggle into a public spectacle at the time. Eventually, they welcomed their son Matthew through adoption in 1995. "It's challenging, but you have to surrender it to a higher power," Maury reflected. Bunnie nodded in agreement, adding her own perspective. "If it's destiny, it'll happen. If not, adoption is always an option. My husband and I are both completely fine with that route too." To give you some context, Bunnie has been married to Jelly Roll since 2016, and she lovingly steps in as a stepmom to his 2 kids from past relationships, daughter Bailey Ann and son Noah. But her openness about fertility battles adds another layer. It's inspiring how she's turned potential heartbreak into strength. On the podcast, she explained why they decided to go public with their IVF experience, saying it stemmed from a heartfelt conversation a few months back. "I've achieved so much in life," she shared, "but the one thing missing is raising a child and tending to my garden. I'm fully embracing this baby mama gardening phase." Want to dig deeper into Bunnie's IVF story? Keep reading below. You might also enjoy Jelly Roll's rare, tearful confession about a moment of infidelity with Bunnie XO, link to article. Discovering Jelly Roll's stunning wife Bunnie XO, the wild story of their first meeting, link to article. Bunnie XO shocks Jelly Roll with a daring step after shedding 200 pounds, link to article. She went on to quote Jelly Roll's response when she brought up starting a family. He said, "I would love to have a baby with you. I was totally caught off guard. That wasn't what I expected. I asked, 'Have you felt that way for a while?' And he replied, 'Absolutely. I'll have a baby with you anytime. If you want one, great. If not, that's fine too. Your call." Now he's super pumped about it. Back in June, the vibrant blonde influencer, often called a blonde bombshell, posted an emotional update on social media about their IVF progress. She captioned a clip, "The moment you get that long-awaited call after 5 grueling months of this IVF process. Through all the tears, despair and hardships, God finally whispered, 'Here.'" She quickly clarified it wasn't a full pregnancy reveal, but rather a major breakthrough for the couple, a step forward in their journey. Then in August, Bunnie addressed online critics who questioned why she hadn't been seen much with Jelly Roll during his tour. She explained on the podcast that their busy lives and her IVF treatments were the reasons. Someone commented, "They used to be inseparable, but now they're never together," she recalled. "I thought, don't people realize I've been on IVF meds for 6 months straight, dealing with all this heartache? My husband works tirelessly to support us, but I've been navigating this emotional storm." For a bit more background, Bunnie first met Jelly Roll at one of his concerts in 2015 while she was still in another relationship. They stayed friends, kept in touch, and romance blossomed after her breakup. But here's where it gets controversial. Is sharing fertility struggles too personal for public figures, or does it help normalize IVF and adoption as equal paths to parenthood? Some might argue that celebrities have a platform to reduce stigma, making treatments like IVF more accessible and less taboo. Others could see it as oversharing, potentially pressuring couples into expensive procedures when adoption might be a simpler, equally loving choice. What do you think? Should we celebrate these candid admissions or draw the line at private matters? And this is the part most people miss. How might these stories influence younger generations facing their own family planning dilemmas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree that IVF and adoption are both valid wins in building a family? Or is there a counterpoint I'm overlooking? Let's discuss.